It's time to grow up. There comes a moment in life when you have to stop asking who is going to save you. No one is coming. Not because people don't care about you, not because you don't deserve help, but because there are certain battles that nobody else can fight for you. There is a version of you that wants comfort, a version that wants everything to be easier, a version that wants success without sacrifice, respect without discipline, confidence without failure, and a better life without becoming a better person. But that version cannot take you where you want to go. At some point you have to grow up. And growing up has nothing to do with your age. You can be 30 and still run from responsibility. You can be 40 and still blame your childhood, your circumstances, your friends, your parents, your job, your luck, or the world. And you can be young and already understand something many people never learn. Your life is your responsibility. That's when maturity begins. Not when you stop having problems. Not when you become rich. Not when everybody respects you. Not when you have everything figured out. Maturity begins when you stop waiting for life to become easy before you decide to become strong. Because life is not going to ask whether you're ready. Bills will come, people will disappoint you, plans will fail, relationships will end, opportunities will disappear, your motivation will vanish. There will be mornings when you don't feel like getting up. There will be nights when you question whether any of your effort is actually working. And those moments will reveal who you really are. Anyone can be disciplined when they are motivated. Anyone can be confident when everything is going well. Anyone can work hard when the results arrive quickly. But who are you when nobody is watching? Who are you when the reward is far away? Who are you when you fail? Who are you when nobody applauds? That is where adulthood begins, because growing up means understanding that feelings are real, but they cannot always be in charge. You can feel tired and still do what needs to be done. You can feel afraid and still move forward. You can feel disappointed and still keep your word. You can feel angry without destroying everything around you. You can feel lost without becoming careless with your future. Your emotions deserve to be understood, but they do not deserve complete control over your life. You have to learn the difference between feeling something and obeying it. That difference will change your life. There was probably a time when you could blame someone else. I didn't have the right opportunities. Maybe you could say, nobody taught me. Maybe you could say, they held me back. Maybe some of those things were true. Maybe people really did hurt you. Maybe life really was unfair. Maybe you started with less than someone else. But eventually you have to ask yourself a different question. What am I going to do now? That question is powerful because it puts your future back into your hands. You cannot rewrite yesterday. You cannot change what someone did to you. You cannot control what your parents gave you. You cannot control the economy. You cannot control other people's opinions. You cannot control whether somebody recognizes your effort. But you can control what you do next, and what you do next matters more than what happened before. Growing up means accepting reality without surrendering to it. You don't have to like your circumstances. You just have to stop pretending they will change without your involvement. If you're unhappy with your body, change your habits. If you're unhappy with your finances, learn, work, build, save, and become more valuable. If you're unhappy with your knowledge, study. If you're unhappy with your discipline, practice keeping small promises. If you're unhappy with your environment, change what you can and prepare yourself to leave what you cannot. If you're surrounded by people who constantly pull you backward, stop pretending that loyalty means destroying your own future. You are allowed to outgrow people. You are allowed to change. You are allowed to become someone your old environment doesn't understand, and you don't need permission. Because the truth is, some people will only support the version of you that makes them comfortable. The moment you become disciplined, they may call you obsessed. The moment you stop partying every weekend, they may say you've changed. The moment you stop accepting disrespect, they may say you're arrogant. The moment you stop protecting your time, they may call you selfish. Let them talk. You are not building your life to satisfy their expectations. You are building it because you have to live with the consequences. At the end of the day, you are the one who wakes up inside your life. You are the one who has to look in the mirror. You are the one who has to live with your choices. Make choices you can respect. That is what becoming a man really means. Not pretending to be emotionless, not acting aggressive, not proving that you're tougher than everyone else, not chasing attention. Real strength is quieter. Real strength is being able to control yourself. It is having the ability to walk away from something that feels good because you know it is bad for you. It is saying no when everybody else says yes. It is keeping your promises when nobody would know if you broke them. It is admitting when you're wrong. It is apologizing without making excuses. It is taking responsibility without needing someone to force you. It is doing the difficult thing because the easy thing is destroying your future. That is strength. And strength is built through repetition. Every time you choose discipline over comfort, you become stronger. Every time you finish what you started, you build trust with yourself. Every time you resist an impulse, you prove that you are capable of controlling your actions. Every time you get back up after failure, you become harder to break. You don't become mature through one dramatic decision. You become mature through thousands of small decisions. Getting up when you said you would. Working when you said you would. Saving money instead of wasting it. Training your body. Reading instead of endlessly scrolling. Listening instead of interrupting. Thinking before speaking. Walking away instead of reacting. Finishing the work instead of searching for excuses. These things seem small, but your life is made from small things. Your future is hiding inside your daily routine. You don't suddenly become successful one day. You become the person capable of success, long before the world notices. And that process is often boring. There will be no music, no applause. Just you, doing the work again, and again, and again. That's where most people quit. They expected transformation to feel exciting, but real transformation often feels ordinary. You wake up, you work, you train, you learn, you fail, you adjust, you sleep, then you repeat. Months pass, nothing seems different. Then one day you realize you're not the same person anymore. Your mind is stronger, your body is stronger, your standards are higher, your reactions are calmer, your confidence is deeper. You don't need to announce your growth. People can see it, because confidence isn't something you say. It's something your behavior proves. And if you don't trust yourself right now, don't hate yourself for it. Build that trust. Start small. If you say you're going to wake up at a certain time, wake up. If you say you're going to train, train. If you say you're going to finish something, finish it. Stop making promises to yourself that you repeatedly break. Because every broken promise teaches your mind something. It teaches you that your own words don't mean much. Then you wonder why you lack confidence. Confidence isn't created by standing in front of a mirror and repeating positive statements. Confidence comes from evidence. You become confident because you have proof that you can depend on yourself. So keep your word, especially when nobody else cares. Especially when you don't feel like it. Especially when the old version of you starts negotiating. That voice will always have an excuse. Tomorrow. Just this once. You deserve a break. You're too tired. Sometimes, you genuinely need rest. But sometimes you don't need rest. You need discipline. And growing up means learning the difference. You cannot spend your entire life choosing whatever feels easiest in the moment. Because every easy choice has a cost. Skip the workout. You pay later. Waste the money. You pay later. Ignore the problem. You pay later. Stay in the wrong relationship. You pay later. Avoid learning. You pay later. Keep delaying your goals. You pay later. The bill always comes. And the longer you wait, the more expensive it becomes. That doesn't mean you need to live a miserable life. It means you need to understand delayed gratification. You can enjoy life. You should enjoy life. But don't sacrifice your future just to make today slightly more comfortable. Build something first. Then enjoy the freedom it creates. Because freedom without discipline doesn't last. Money without responsibility disappears. Talent without consistency becomes wasted potential. Intelligence without action becomes nothing. And dreams without execution remain fantasies. You have to stop falling in love with the idea of who you could become. Become that person. Not someday. Not when everything is perfect. Now. You don't need a perfect plan. You need a direction. You don't need unlimited confidence. You need courage. You don't need motivation every morning. You need standards. Standards are what you do even when motivation disappears. Your standard says, I don't abandon myself. I don't run from every difficult conversation. I don't destroy tomorrow to feel good today. I don't need everyone to approve of me. I finish what I start. I take responsibility. I learn from failure. I keep moving. That's maturity. And maturity also means accepting that nobody owes you the life you want. The world doesn't owe you success. Your parents don't owe you adulthood. Your friends don't owe you motivation. Your partner doesn't owe you happiness. Your employer doesn't owe you your dream career. You are responsible for building the life you want. That may sound harsh, but it's actually freedom. Because if everything is your responsibility, then you have power. You can change, you can learn, you can rebuild, you can start again. You can make a different decision tomorrow. You can become someone new. You are not trapped by your past unless you keep choosing it. And maybe you have wasted years. Maybe you made terrible decisions. Maybe you trusted the wrong people. Maybe you ignored opportunities. Maybe you were lazy. Maybe you were afraid. Maybe you spent too much time distracting yourself. Maybe you disappointed yourself. Fine. Face it. Don't hide from it. But don't build a home inside your regret. Learn from it. Take the lesson, then move. You cannot punish yourself into becoming better. You become better by changing your behavior. The past should be a teacher, not a prison. You don't need to be proud of everything you've done. You just need to make sure your next chapter is different. And that requires honesty. Brutal honesty. Ask yourself, what am I avoiding? What habit is quietly destroying my future? What excuse do I keep repeating? Who am I trying to impress? What do I know I should start doing? What conversation am I afraid to have? What goal have I abandoned because progress became difficult? What would change if I stopped lying to myself? Those questions may hurt. Good. Sometimes discomfort is the beginning of clarity. You cannot fix what you refuse to admit, and you cannot grow while protecting every excuse. There will come a point where you have to choose between your excuses and your future. Choose your future. Every single time. Because one day your current habits will become your circumstances. Your sleeping habits, your spending habits, your eating habits, your thinking habits, your social habits, your work habits. They are all building something. The question is, what are they building? Are they building a life you want, or are they building a life you will eventually need to escape? Think about the person you want to be 5 years from now. That person doesn't magically appear. You create him through today's choices. If you want to be respected, become respectable. If you want to be strong, train. If you want to be knowledgeable, study. If you want financial freedom, learn how money works and develop valuable skills. If you want healthy relationships, become emotionally mature. If you want peace, stop creating unnecessary chaos. If you want confidence, keep promises to yourself. If you want freedom, become disciplined enough to handle it. You don't get the future you wish for. You get the future your actions prepare you for. So prepare differently. And understand this. Growing up doesn't mean becoming boring. It means becoming intentional. You can still laugh. You can still have fun. You can still dream. You can still be spontaneous. But you stop letting temporary emotions control permanent decisions. You begin thinking beyond tonight. You start asking, how will this affect me next year? Will future me be proud of this decision? Is this taking me closer or further away? That question alone can save you from years of regret, because the strongest version of you isn't created by avoiding temptation. It's created by learning how to say no to yourself. No to the distraction. No to the excuse. No to the unnecessary argument. No to the toxic relationship. No to the endless scrolling. No to the victim mindset. No to the need for approval. And sometimes you have to say no to people you love. You don't care. Because you finally care about your life enough to protect it. Your time matters. Your energy matters. Your attention matters. Your future matters. Stop giving everything away. You don't have to explain every decision. You don't have to convince everyone. You don't have to announce your plans. Work quietly. Let results introduce you. There is something powerful about becoming comfortable with being misunderstood. People don't need to understand your vision. They weren't given your vision. They were given their own life. So let them live theirs, and you live yours. But don't confuse independence with isolation. Growing up also means learning to ask for help. Strong people ask questions. Strong people admit they don't know. Strong people seek advice. Strong people understand that needing support doesn't make them weak. The goal isn't to carry everything alone. The goal is to stop expecting someone else to carry what belongs to you. There is a difference. You can accept help without surrendering responsibility. You can love people without depending on them for your identity. You can receive advice without giving away your judgment. You can be vulnerable without becoming helpless. That is emotional strength. And emotional strength may be one of the greatest forms of maturity, because life will test your ability to remain steady. Someone will insult you, someone will reject you, someone will misunderstand you, someone will leave, someone will betray you, someone will succeed while you struggle, and your first instinct may be to react. But pause. You don't have to answer every insult. You don't have to attend every argument. You don't have to prove every point. Sometimes the most powerful response is silence. Sometimes letting people believe whatever they want is freedom. You don't need to control every narrative. You need to control yourself. That's the battlefield. Not other people. You. Your impulses, your fears, your habits, your ego, your insecurity, your laziness, your need for validation. Win there first. Because conquering the outside world means very little if you cannot control the person inside your own head, and you will fail. Don't expect perfection. You will have bad days, you will break routines, you will make mistakes, you will lose momentum. That's normal. The difference between people who change and people who remain stuck is often simple. The person who changes returns. They return to the gym. They return to the plan. They return to the work. They return to discipline. They return to themselves. One bad day doesn't have to become a bad month. One mistake doesn't have to become an identity. One failure doesn't have to become a permanent decision. Get back up, quickly. Don't waste additional time, feeling guilty about the time you've already wasted. You can't recover yesterday by wasting today. Use today. That's all you have. And maybe today isn't the day you become extraordinary. Maybe today is just the day you stop making things worse. That's still progress. Clean your room, organize your schedule, pay the bill, finish the task, go for the walk, do the workout, read 10 pages, have the conversation, delete the distraction, sleep on time. Small actions restore order, and order creates momentum. Momentum creates confidence. Confidence creates courage. Courage creates action. Action changes your life. It starts small. So don't wait for a dramatic transformation. Start with one decision. Decide that you are done betraying your own potential. Decide that your excuses have expired. Decide that your future deserves more from you. Decide that you will stop asking, "Why is this happening to me?" and start asking, "What can I do about it?" That question changes everything. Because the child asks for someone to fix the problem. The adult looks for a solution. The child says it's not fair. The adult says, "What now?" The child waits for permission. The adult takes initiative. The child wants attention. The adult wants results. The child runs from discomfort. The adult understands that discomfort is often the price of growth. This is your moment to grow up. Not because you have to become cold. Not because you have to stop caring. Not because you have to become someone you're not. Grow up because your future needs a stronger version of you. There are people you haven't met yet who will benefit from the person you become. There are opportunities you haven't seen yet that will require discipline. There are places you haven't reached yet. There are goals you haven't achieved. There are problems you haven't solved. There is a life ahead of you that cannot be built by the version of you who keeps choosing comfort. You need to become capable of carrying it. So carry responsibility, carry your mistakes, carry your commitments, carry your standards, carry your vision, carry the weight of becoming better. Time, one decision at a time, one promise at a time. And remember, being a man is not about never being afraid. It's about refusing to let fear make every decision. It's not about never crying. It's about having the courage to feel deeply without allowing pain to destroy your character. It's not about having all the answers. It's about having the humility to learn. It's not about dominating everyone around you. It's about mastering yourself. It's not about looking powerful. It's about becoming dependable. Be the person people can trust. But more importantly, become the person you can trust. When you say you'll do something, do it. When you make a mistake, own it. When you fall, rise. When you don't know, learn. When you're afraid, move carefully, but move. When you're tired, rest intelligently and continue. When life becomes difficult, don't immediately search for an escape. Search for a lesson. Search for a solution. Search for the next step. Because you don't need to know the entire road. You only need to know where to place your next foot. And eventually, those steps become miles. Those miles become years. Those years become a life. Make it a life you respect. One day you will look back at this version of yourself. You will remember the uncertainty, the confusion, the nights when you wondered whether you were capable, the mornings when getting out of bed felt like a battle, the moments when nobody believed in you, the moments when you almost quit, and you'll realize something. You didn't need to become someone else. You needed to become responsible for who you already had the potential to be. Stop blaming. You needed to stop negotiating with your weaknesses. You needed to grow up. And maybe this is the day. Maybe this is the moment you finally decide that your life cannot continue on autopilot. Maybe you stop saying, "I'll start tomorrow." Tomorrow has already stolen enough from you. Start now. Not perfectly, not dramatically, just honestly. Make one promise. Keep it, then make another. Keep that one too. Build yourself slowly. Build yourself quietly. Build yourself when nobody is watching. And eventually you won't need to tell people you've changed. They will notice. Your posture will change. Your habits will change. Your standards will change. Your conversations will change. Your circle may change. Your results will change. Most importantly, your relationship with yourself will change. You will stop needing constant motivation because you will have something stronger. Self-respect. You will know that when life gets hard, you don't abandon yourself. When you fail, you don't disappear. When you fall, you don't stay down. When things become uncomfortable, you don't automatically run. You stay, you learn, you adapt, you continue. That's what growing up looks like. Not becoming perfect. Not becoming fearless. Becoming courageous. Not becoming emotionless. Becoming emotionally responsible. Not becoming superior. Becoming disciplined. Not becoming someone everyone likes. Becoming someone you respect. So stop waiting for permission. Stop waiting for the perfect moment. Stop waiting until you're motivated. Stop waiting until you're confident. Confidence comes after action. Strength comes after resistance. Wisdom comes after experience. Discipline comes after repetition. Respect comes after consistency. And your next chapter begins the moment you decide to take ownership of the current one. Nobody is coming to live your life for you. Nobody can do your work. Nobody can make your choices. Nobody can build your character. That belongs to you. And that's not a burden, that's your power. You have the ability to change the direction of your life. You can become stronger. You can become wiser. You can become disciplined. You can become reliable. You can become the person you once wished someone else would be for you. So get up. Handle your responsibilities. Do the work. Tell the truth. Keep your word. Control your impulses. Respect your time. Protect your future. And when life hits you, don't ask why you were chosen. Ask what the moment is trying to build inside you. Because the hard days are not always there to destroy you. Some are there to introduce you to yourself. The version of you who survives them. The version who learns. The version who becomes stronger. The version who finally understands that nobody is coming to rescue him. And somehow, that realization doesn't make him weaker. It makes him free. Because now he knows. The responsibility is his. The decision is his. The next step is his. The future is his. And from this moment forward, he stops waiting for life to change. He changes. It's time to grow up. It's time to take your life seriously. It's time to become the man your future requires. Not tomorrow. Not next month. Not when you're ready. Now.